Hey everybody, it's Ray, Ken from Two Drunk Brothers Garage. We're here working on my daughter's 2007
Chevy Avalanche
with the 5.3 liter. She's got a
coolant leak.
So we're gonna see what it is and get it tracked down and get her on the road. So everybody, this is my daughter Camille, and of course you guys know Ken. And just to give you what we're looking at here, we do have quite a bit of moisture down there, not coming from the hose. So
We're thinking the front of the radiator got rubbed through and is leaking.
but we're gonna
make sure.
take off the inspection or the top cover here. Camille's actually gonna do it. Kenny's gonna walk her through how we do this.
All right,
Okay, so these have an inner part of this thing.
Yeah.
You have to pop this inner part up. Get that part up.
Okay.
Then you can get the tool down in here to get the rest of it up.
okay.
And
Which
then we
is-
can reuse them.
Then you can reuse these. So you got to get that, and you got to take them all out, and they only come up so far. Got to pull that one up a little farther, that middle section up a little farther. Till it's
There you
yep.
go. Yep.
Then that one should pop right out.
Look at her. She's a mechanic.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. There we go.
Is this the same vehicle we did a drive shaft on?
Yes.
U-joints, yep.
Or U-joint? Yeah.
Yep, that was pre-channel days.
Yeah, pre-channel. But Camille always wants to learn how to work on her own vehicle.
I do.
So
Yes, she does.
I need to know that.
And that's
we can teach her what we know.
which isn't very much,
As
but
much, but we try.
When all else fails, refer to the manual.
there you go.
Okay.
Or you just wing it until you
Yeah.
get it apart. And that happens a lot.
Okay.
Sometimes when they come out like that, they're broke, but you can still reuse them.
Okay.
You still got two more?
Oh, I do.
One right there, one right here.
And actually, Kenny might have a few of
Oh,
those.
I have some of these, yes. I do.
So if you do break one,
Yep. I guess I should have put the big light up.
Yeah, that would be. There you go.
All right, so this should just come off.
Okay.
Set it up here. Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, you know.
We can't see as much as I thought we were going to be able to see. Because this
We
part's
could
in the way.
yeah, this part would have to come off here.
Yeah, that's a tearing into a whole nother story.
we're pretty sure that it's looking like the radiator is.
Yeah.
It's pooling up down there, and she's adding coolant. What?
Every trip, basically.
Every trip.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna start tearing apart a radiator.
So, me and Camille are going to start tearing apart. Ray went to the auto parts store to get the radiator, but we're gonna get the air cleaner,
Filter.
cold air intake piping all the way. Get the hoses off. And we got the bolts. This has got electric fans, so we got to take the electric fans. We'll just let them lay back once we get the air intake out of the way. And as we go along, we'll film. We're not. We'll start tearing apart. Actually, I'll give Camille some tools, and she can start undoing hoses and stuff. And we got to take this cover off, of course, to get the and this should pop up and pull out, because we got to take a couple, because this whole thing's got to come off. I don't know, stuff GM puts on, but this whole thing needs to come off to get that off, because we can lay the fans back as we go along. So we'll film as we go. And it's hard, so sometimes they come off. And you can just let it lay, it'll be fine. So here's a 5/16 nut driver, undo that clamp. And that should probably be loose enough. That should wiggle off of there.
And let me do this little part here.
Actually, if you, because it's rubber.
Yeah. Oh,
It's,
just slide it right off.
Yeah, it should just slide right off.
Awesome.
And then this is where, okay, so undo that one there. I have a feeling if we undo that one, that should.
Pop it all off. All right. Let's.
No,
and then
it should just pull. Well, that's, I've never seen this before, so, oh, and I did notice right over here, there's this, hold up, there's this,
that little.
that comes out.
Okay.
That should just lift up off that post.
And then I should just slide this.
That okay. So we got the air intake off. Next, we'll get these radiator hoses off, and then we can start tearing the.
We can start unhooking the fan.
Yep.
And then get at the
Then the
radiator.
radiator.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the little hook thing
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there? If you can clamp that, you can squeeze that thing should hook right on that spot there, and then you should be able to slide the clamp.
Okay,
You probably
so-
have to open that up.
Yeah.
No, open it, slide it. There you go. Now it's wide enough.
So come in
So-
like this.
Yep.
Like
and,
that?
And
Or-
squeeze it.
Okay. Like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Squeeze hard. They're hard to squeeze.
Okay. Hold on. Ooh, like that?
Yep.
Okay. Are you sure you want it?
Yep.
Okay. Is there
it's-
a?
There's a pan down there.
Okay, good.
That's.
Alright.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold up. Before you do that, because this was under.
Pressure.
Let's make sure we have pressure released. It shouldn't be, but it's gonna leak. It's gonna leak antifreeze.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Here we go.
Try to squeeze that till it. If you can get that hose clamp to click, you probably won't be able to.
To click.
Now try to slide it back. Until it's off of the.
Yeah, because it's not gonna.
Yeah,
it's
keep
gonna click.
going. Keep. All right, that
that's
should.
good.
Let me see.
It should be good.
Yeah, move your hands. Yeah, you should be able to pull. Grab a hold of the radiator hose. I hope it's not too hot for you.
No, it's not.
And
All right.
slide that. Yeah, it's
off.
slide that off. You're gonna have to pull the whole. It's gonna.
All right. Hold on. Let me just.
If you need something to stand on, that
Yeah, I do.
that right there is what
Yeah.
that's what we use. That's our. It pulls hard, so you're gonna have to put some muscle behind it. And it's gonna gush when it comes out. Just to forewarn you.
Dang.
Keep pulling.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep. And if we get some on the floor, I'm not worried about it.
There goes all my expensive coolant.
If we're getting more. We know it's expensive. That's a crappy part. They put that right over top of the AC pump, so now the belt's gonna have antifreeze on it, which sucks. Okay, so now that one's off. All right, so we got the lower radiator hose off. We're gonna take the one off the radiator, and we'll leave the one on the upper one on the water pump.
And you said there might be none.
There shouldn't be, because it's not under pressure.
Yeah.
So it should all drain. If there is, there's a little bit, but it is what it is. That's good. Then you should be able to just pull that back. And
I wanted
if
to
there-
pull it up. So
and just lift it up.
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll take and do that right there.
Alright.
It'll stay right there. All right. So the next little hose, we want to take this. This one's going to be this one right here. That one might have,
No?
well, no, because that's like a return.
Yeah,
So
it
that
should
one
be
shouldn't have
free and
nothing in it.
clear. And that should click. No?
That should be good. And then should be able to wiggle that one off.
Awesome.
So we got all the hoses done. There's 2 wires for the electric fans.
Pushing
We're gonna
pushing down.
and try to pull it down. Sometimes they come easy, sometimes they don't.
So broken everything.
Yeah. And to try to wiggle it, they can be a pain in the butt. But we're trying to get the electric fans undone. Okay, now we got the fans undone. This one.
Yeah.
We're gonna undo the bolts to the fan. So we gotta lay the fans back so we can get to the radiator.
We're doing lefty.
Well, whichever one makes it go loose, Camille. She's being funny. And sometimes they put bolts that are so darn long. Gotta keep it straight, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then just remember to keep the washers or whatever that.
Oh,
the foam.
they should stay in. Well, that one looks like it's gonna come off with the bolt. But
Sometimes-
yeah, we gotta make sure we have their because they're spacers.
Yeah, spacers. That's what I was-
And they're rubber, they also keep it from vibrating. Oh wait, am I gonna lift this out? Oh no, I forgot we gotta take that bolt out first. I'll get that one, because that's attached to the fan. Nope, that one's smaller. I
I think it's 11.
bet you it's 10.
Oh, it's 10.
Yep, 10 millimeter.
So, and it's a bolt underneath the transmission line.
Well, it's the line has a bracket that's permanent to it, and that's just so it can't flop around. I always got to put 50-mile long bolts in things. There, okay.
So there's just the bottom bracket for bolt.
For the other transmission line. What the heck? Should lift out of here. Grab that hose for me. Okay, we got the fan out. Now I'm gonna take the cooler lines for the transmission. Got one on top here, one on the bottom. And then I've never dealt with ones like this before, so this is new to me. I'm used to having to just take a wrench and do these, but these have a little plastic cap right here. You pop back, and then there's a C-clamp. Okay, there is a. Now to figure out how to pull those. I guess I
Oh
should.
yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah,
So-
you can see it right there.
So yeah, there's the plastic top, and then there's the C clamp there.
Oh, don't do that. There we go. Just like that. Just like that.
Make sure you don't drop it so good.
Take and put,
Yeah, exactly. Like because of fluid. Yeah.
get a little bit of fluid out of there. Now for the fun one. The bottom one might be even harder. Yeah, they got them aimed. Oh, I know why they do that, because you take and push it back on.
Yeah.
And it, I can understand that. Going the wrong way. I didn't realize I was going the wrong way with it.
Awesome. Yay! Both of the pins are off.
Both the clips are off,
Yes.
the transmission lines,
Awesome.
which is good. So pull those. And I didn't think those were very Or it's gonna that one didn't even stick to the magnet. So.
What?
So we got those transmission lines undone from the radiator. Now we're gonna break the 2 bolts on top of the radiator and get the, now if you wanna take the socket off of that and put it on this and zip it out faster, it won't, it'll go faster. It's all about the speed, you know? They say 2 hours. Yeah,
1 to 2 hours.
yeah.
1 if you know what you're doing, but.
But this is actually pretty easy. This is, it should be going the right way.
Oh, cool.
Keep going till it's all the way up. And that should go faster than that. There you go.
Sweet. Alright.
And if I'm not, I think you may be able to leave that on. Just grab that thing again. You should be able to break this loose with that.
Yeah. 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The same one. No,
Nope,
here.
nope.
Keep the thing. Keep it pushed.
Okay.
You gotta kind of turn. It's out.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you
Try it out.
do this. So this should, and you gotta remember the lower radiator hose is on it.
Yeah.
So grab each one of these tabs here,
Okay.
lean it forward, and kind of
then
pick,
just
just
kinda-
pick up on it. But you gotta remember, you gotta get it from.
Oops. Hold on. Let me make sure
It'll be all right. Yeah, just put it in there.
on there. Okay. Make sure.
Because you gotta get it away from this,
Yeah.
and you gotta just you should be able to lift it right out of there. Hold up, let me get the lower radiator hoses catching on the cooler line. All right. Keep it tilted back, and we'll leave it tilted back. That way it can't leak any more antifreeze out of it. We'll come over here and we'll set it on the floor. Radiator's out. Now I just gotta wait for Ray to get back with the new one and we can get the new one in. So we got the radiator out and we found that there is a crack right there. So that was leaking down and it ran down the,
Right there.
yep.
Yep, and it was leaking
Actually,
down
it's cracked
all the way.
down to there. There's 3 fins are cracked right there. So that's where she was leaking from. Ray got the new one, so we'll get the new one in. Ray's back. Oh, here it is.
Camille's just getting down in here and cleaning up some of the.
Can I get some light?
Give her
I
that
can't
light
see
right there.
that one.
Cleaning up some of the spilled
Spillage.
coolant.
And transmission oil, a little bit of transmission oil. That. Oh yeah, freaking cooler lines are not like they used to be. You don't sit there and screw
Oh,
in.
yeah,
They're
the-
held with clips.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I had to YouTube it to figure out how to pull them apart.
So,
YouTube's a wonderful thing, folks. So we're just getting this cleaned up before we get the new radiator. We got to pop the box and hopefully it's the correct one.
yeah.
So, and Kenny was saying they spilled a little bit on the.
Well, you can't help it when you pull the lower radiator hose off of the water pump. It dumps right onto the belt for the air conditioning.
So he's just got some regular
Just
water in
clean
a
water.
spray bottle
Yep.
just to get that coolant off of there. Wipe off as much as we can. Just so the belt doesn't slip when we start it back up. Camille's going to open up the new one here and we're going to make sure that it's the right radiator. It looks like a radiator.
It does. It looks. Oh.
It's upside down.
Okay. Let me be. Okay. All right. Have mounting.
That's going to be
Okay.
passenger side.
Nope, this is gonna
gonna be like
this
this.
driver's side. Or
Oh,
passenger.
passenger side?
Yes.
Hey, I think we got the right one, guys. By the way,
Okay.
this is a lifetime warranty.
Nice.
If
Nice.
it does it again, you get a brand new one for free.
Cool.
So
So now we have to,
So
this
just
here
pop all
is
off.
these, yeah, all this stuff, we have to take all these off.
Okay. Electrical is plugged in. Everything is okay, or not plugged in, but all right.
here, let's just
So we're just
lay it on top of there, and you can work on it.
And I will give you,
And-
let's see, that's, no, okay, that has to be in there. So we're gonna have to tighten those down.
Wonder if we have to put.
Cause those have the, where you shove the thing in.
So this is not the C clamp one.
No, this, with those, with these in it, it is.
Okay.
It looks like they give you both pieces. So if you got a regular thread in,
Right.
you pull the brass-looking
Yep.
piece out, and if
Oh,
you
gotcha.
have yours that clip in, you have the piece
So
ready to go. I wonder if that's going to. I wonder if these need to be sealed.
Ah, right, there's an O-ring underneath those.
Don't take them out.
Don't take, I just checked that out.
Oh, so there's an O-ring there, so once you tighten it, it shouldn't leak.
Yes, there's an O-ring underneath it. See, I'll actually show you just so I'm not losing mine. Cause I know I saw a red O-ring down there. There's a red O-ring down in there. See
Okay.
it? So,
All right, well, turn the wrench over to Camille. She can tighten them up.
don't, just hand tighten them until you can't, don't break them. Cause it is aluminum. And I didn't finish tightening that one, so tighten them both.
How tight are you wanting these? Like what? Just
Tighten them till you can't turn them no more.
okay. That's good.
No,
Well, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, that should be.
You want to try?
Huh?
You want to test it out? It looks good.
We'll know if they're
looks like-
if they're leaking.
If they leak, we'll
don't
tighten.
want it to
They shouldn't leak.
So we went ahead and got a new upper radiator hose just
Lower.
because the
Lower.
lower radiator hose, the old one was really soft, spongy, getting.
From Napa.
It's just better to do it. So
It's bloated.
it's bloated. There's the word I was looking for. And getting ready to do that. Ken's pulling the C clips are actually in there for holding the transmission line, so he's going to get the new C clips pulled off.
Careful.
Maybe. Oh, it's stuck in a groove. Huh. Please set that on the. A little bit different than the other one. The guy on the YouTube said, use a magnet. It might keep you from shooting them across the room.
No, slide it up forward.
Okay. Like right around here.
Yeah, because we'll have to get it on here. This is gonna be the fun part, is figuring out exactly where this has got to go.
Clamps off the old hose here to the new hose.
Don't know exactly which way.
Stop moving, Ken, so she can slide
Oh.
that up there.
And slide it back all the way. Yeah. Then we'll have to make sure
We'll
that's.
twist it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm just gonna put this on here for now.
yeah.
Because we'll have to get this lined up.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
yep.
And
They're
we'll
just
have to-
getting that
Once we
prepped.
get it lined up with the what you call it,
Water pump.
the water pump, before we put the lower transmission line in, then we'll get that, because they had this part sticking this way.
Yeah.
And
Hard
when
to
you
get
look- It's hard to get at, but it's only because if you were to leave it sitting straight up,
You can't
you
get to.
wouldn't.
I'm gonna fix it.
Do you have the proper side of that hose towards the radiator?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're right about here.
I wasn't here when they tore it out. I was
I want to try to get it
picking
off
up the new
further.
radiator in town. The Napa just down the street didn't have a radiator. Couldn't get it for a few days, but Advanced Auto in town had one. So
I think everything should
Town's
be
like
the same.
10 miles.
And then you said you were lowering
There
it,
and
and
back.
then you were adjusting it, one of the bolts down there.
Well, no, once we
Just
get
it
it,
was mounted.
once we get it set in there,
Okay.
and we get the bolts, the upper bolts mounted in there, then we'll line the lower radiator hose up. Sorry, and then
Okay.
so these round things on the bottom have to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
think I
right-
know what one of those. I wonder if one of those plugs. Hold on, before you do that, hold. I just want to make sure that this.
Doesn't.
Okay, that's open. Just want to make sure
It's
that's.
supposed to have it ideally. Mine didn't.
Well, he
Well-
wanted to make sure it was closed.
Oh, closed, tightened.
And why it wouldn't have it? Because if it didn't have it, it would be leaking antifreeze all over the place. So you gotta remember, you gotta get those things in those other holes down there.
We're just gonna kind of wait. Where's
Here.
the hose right there? The lower one.
Don't. I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, well, I guess.
Yeah,
I got
because
this.
it's in my. Okay. There
You
we
gotta
go.
kind of bend it.
Oh wait. We got the line going on here.
You just yeah, grab that line. That's the upper one.
And then we're gonna just go lower right here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Okay, I'm stuck up. Oh, there we go.
Make sure this is. Where is that?
You just gotta
So
kind
I
of
need to
manhandle
shift
it, push her down.
Okay.
You take your lower radiator hose and flip it past that pulley. There you go. And then
Alright, there we go.
that should sit right in there.
Okay, sitting.
All right, get your two
Bolt.
bolts. If you have to move the radiator to get it
There
to
you
line up a little bit, you gotta get that electric ratchet thing. That orange thing, yeah. And then on the top right here, oh, it's 13 millimeter. Take and turn this thing. So, yeah. So just forward.
This way.
Oh,
No,
going
it's
wrong.
the
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's good. Just put on there and zip her up.
This is cool. I want one of these. And you said you have to tilt it?
But it went the wrong way. Somebody tried to move it. Good.
Okay.
It squished those out pretty good. I didn't think it was going to squish them.
Yeah.
Technical term. Squishing them out.
Okay.
Should be good. I don't think it'll move.
Kenny's gonna
Take my glasses off so I can see that far away.
he's gonna get the lower radiator hose on there. The clamp for it.
Hopefully.
If he can.
Oh, gotta have that.
What is that you're
That's
moving out of the way?
the lower
Close?
transmission
Transmission
line.
cooler line.
Yeah.
Couldn't see it because your hand was in the way. Just
Sorry.
wanted to let everybody know what you were moving out of the way. Let's see if I'm gonna be able to do this. Should have had that pointing up just to grab it.
Yep.
I was
And
thinking that.
I think we
Here, I can see if I can get it.
actually, you know, I should have done
What?
after we shouldn't have tightened this up. We could have slid this all the way on before. But this is the true test if you can do this without ever having to take the radiator out, right?
Well, you should be able to. Yeah.
Yeah, you would think. How many times is this thing gonna slide shut on me though? I only moved it.
Kenny can't get his tool to work properly, guys. It's a curse in old age, getting your tool to work properly.
Wow, I don't have it spread wide enough yet.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Right? Wow, I literally can't.
All right, let's move out of the way.
I'm about ready to push you out of the way and show you how a real mechanic does it, Ken.
Go over the nipple of the.
So can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
If you rotate that clamp so the clamp part is pointing this way, then you run into the side of the radiator. That's the problem.
Yeah, but also you got to remember the fan's gonna be here. the fan housing's going to be here. It sticks
Gotcha.
out this far.
Gotcha.
You won't ever get to it.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that this is not going to go on. See, this pair of pliers just fucking moved again. Excuse my language, but. See, I can't.
It's the pliers' fault, folks.
It's
the pliers' fault.
It's the operator doing the pliers, actually.
There we go. He's getting close,
Moment
though.
of truth is acceptance.
We're just gonna pick that up a little bit so we can get at that radiator and move that clamp. Now we got the hose in the orientation that it needs to be in.
Can you get to it?
Yep.
To get the clamp to open over top of the ridge on this frickin'.
Yep.
Okay, so we can start from here.
Yep. Just take her.
And just clamp
Can
all
you-
the way.
But those prongs have to be facing towards the outside of the truck.
So you want to keep it up first and then turn it, or
No,
want to turn it all
they
the way?
have to be pointing that way.
But move it on when they're facing up, and then we can rotate them down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to rotate them down.
Okay.
It took a
Oh, it
minute,
did? Okay.
but it's in there. So now they can set it back down.
Okay.
Okay. Good night. Okay.
Watch that. Get that lower cooler line. Nope, the one all the way on the bottom. There you go. Okay.
All right, it's in. It's seated there.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Let's bolt that
Back in. Get the bolts back in, and we'll continue on. Kenny's gonna hook the lower transmission line in. Get the snap ring on it.
These ones are a little bit different than the other ones.
Probably notched to only go on one way.
There's three little on this part right here. There's 3 holes, which I don't remember the old one having. Just trying to make sure because it's got that little divot, but these things got 3 little grooved holes. I'm just wondering if because
Oh, yeah,
the
practice
2
them on.
have to go.
So that one lines up the top one.
I see.
Okay.
It's just a matter of getting it to go.
You have to get it indexed the right way.
Yeah, because that has to go in one of those slots.
Yep.
And then these got to go.
Are you sure you don't have to come in from the other
Other
side and
side,
go
yeah,
towards the
okay.
center of the truck?
It shouldn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm just... If it's not working that way, I would
I would try a different way.
maybe pushing down on it from the top.
I just got it doesn't because the way those holes are lining up, you gotta straddle one of the holes with the opening.
I got what you're saying, Ken, but maybe the holes are different sizes, so
Yeah,
maybe
'cause that
there's
one's
only
smaller.
one way that it goes on.
No,
This-
they're
this-
all the same. I can see
This
they're,
one looks smaller than these two.
They're
on
all
the
the-
side.
but not on this side.
No, on this side, on the side we're on.
Well, no, I'm trying to decide if we should put the fan
So
on here.
everybody, just to let you know that those are keyed to come straight down from the top, not from the side.
And the C clips, right? Or
On the C clips holding the transmission cooler. We're doing the hose clamp on
Adjusting
the water pump. He's just moving it around right now to...
Put it over it. Put it down.
I guess we should have paid attention to that before.
Giving himself a little bit more room to work there. Spin that clamp a little easier. Sorry for the horrible
Angle.
filming angle, everybody. But if you guys are liking the video, we sure would appreciate a subscription, a like, a comment,
Let me get the other pliers.
even if it's a bad comment.
Yeah, just
We
leave it all.
Yeah, leave it all. We respond to everything. But we
Yeah.
would really appreciate a subscription. Doesn't cost anything to you guys, and it helps us out a little bit. Thank you. And we'll continue to watch Kenny struggle with the lower radiator hose.
Why? I have no idea.
Go Kenny. Go Kenny.
Is it really this freaking hard?
You could be the angry. Well, actually, every mechanic is angry, so I guess that's not. We'll find out.
No, not every mechanic.
You've met a happy mechanic?
Kenny's a happy mechanic. He doesn't curse or anything
No.
when he's working on stuff.
Not normally. Motherfucking piece of shit.
There we go. That's the Kenny we know and love. Learned from her father.
Oh, there we go. Yay!
Now he's got to get this one up over the hump on the water pump. Looks like it might go a little better than...
Maybe. Maybe I better tighten that one notch
Yeah,
on the
'cause then it
pliers.
comes on and done.
There we go.
Awesome. Yay!
New lower
Nice.
radiator hose. New radiator.
All right, so
You want to do the upper, the C?
I got it right here.
Now Camille's going to do the C-clamp on the upper one.
I know you got so excited when it finally went in.
I did
You struggled. So, here, that'll be, yeah, go ahead, go for it. I
Kenny's
know.
going to do it. Camille's letting her do it.
Yeah.
Him do it.
He won the battle.
Now I just got to make sure I'm going the right way on this one.
I imagine it goes down just like the bottom, so it makes it easy. I would imagine they just made them both go up, down. But what do I know?
Okay, so is this one going to go different?
I don't know. Did you just try up and down?
Well, this one only goes, you can't go up and down because there's the holes over here, and the hole down here. So I have a feeling it's gonna go this way.
Is that broke?
I have a good feeling too.
Just
Oh,
like that.
look at that.
Yeah.
Woo!
After I figured,
Only 13.3 seconds on that one.
not an hour.
Not an hour on the lower one either, folks, just to let you know.
Why? Oh, that turns. Okay, good to know.
Camille and Kenny are going to get the fans in.
This way.
Sorry about that light, folks.
So you see this on
Watch
on
your
s-
upper radiator hose there, Ken.
Yep. See on the side over here, you got that little thing that sticks out.
Yep. It's
Okay,
gonna just
so
hang
it's
out
gotta,
on
It's
the
gotta hang out on that
that
thing.
plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plastic thing on the.
Okay. So
I
yep,
think,
it's
I
on
think
there.
mine's on.
And mine's.
Is yours on?
You know, it doesn't. Does it click?
It should just sit down on top of it, I think.
Yeah, it's sitting on top.
Maybe I can show you what they're talking about over here. I don't.
So there's this tab that on the
Radiator.
radiator the fan housing sits on.
All right. And then I'm just gonna put.
Boy, those are some long bolts.
Yeah, they are. It'll stop. There
Oh
you
wow,
go.
it did.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Just the two upper bolts on this?
Yeah, there's only two on the radiator
each
and this
side.
thing.
Camille's just gonna snap them right off.
Snap a
Just
wrist.
putting the transmission cooler line, there's a bracket that holds it to keep it from vibrating and everything. And the reason it's a little further out, Ken, is because of that added fitting on this new. The cooler lines are further to the back of the truck because of that added brass fitting.
Oh.
So your cooler lines, that's why there's a gap in that bracket right there.
Yeah.
Is because this one's got
Right.
that added fitting for
Gotcha.
the cooler line, where
Makes sense.
the stock one doesn't have that added fitting. It's a different fitting. So But you should still be able to tighten
Yeah,
those up.
because those move.
Yeah, those brackets
So-
move. So. Alrighty. Camille's gonna get the upper radiator hose on.
Just adjust the, right? Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
just slide her,
Put her. Try to
keep it straight up and down.
index it right where she was.
Okay, I'm gonna twist it. Just get it. Okay.
Should
And
be.
about right here.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Upper radiator hoses are done.
So now we have to. Where's this? We have a little hose right here that goes on.
I think they're now hooking up the overflow.
It's like, well, it comes from the overflow is right here, goes up to here, but this is coming from the intake
And it goes into the side of the,
into the side of the radiator tank.
so it's some type of
See the tank
pressurization or
Yeah,
something.
I see it. Be careful.
Watch your head. You need this to step on.
Probably not yet, but.
It's kind of hard to see down in there, brother.
Yep. No, I'll just show them over here. She's hooking up there. That hose right there is what they're hooking up down on there. It's just hard to see. And the new radiator sent new regular worm clamp, so they're gonna put a worm clamp on
What
that.
was the,
can get this.
am I going the right way? Ready?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
on.
good.
Plus it says on and off on the ratchet there.
I don't read.
So they just get that worm clamp right down on there. Before you go put that air intake box, do you want to plug those fans in?
Oh yeah.
So you're not
Yeah, we got.
you're not having to reach down there beneath something. See, the camera guy knows something.
And we're, there we go.
Oh, I heard one click.
There, it clicked. Yep.
Fans plugged in.
So the hoses are in
Hoses
there.
are
Oh,
hosing.
we got one more hose.
Yeah, that's the one that you were. Okay.
They got a worm clamp for that if you want to
This
switch
one,
it
this
up.
one.
But that one
No,
could
this
probably
one, this
be
one's
reached.
bigger.
Oh,
That hose is
For the small one like this.
yeah. Let me get this on here.
this has got just one of the.
That
regular-
one should be.
Easy.
It went off easy.
Put the light on the subject there, Ken. Thanks.
Yep.
Make sure it lines up here. Every time. Just gonna make sure.
Did I get it shoved down far enough? Yeah. That should be good.
Okay. Ouch. And is that like?
That should be good.
Overflow hose is on.
Now we got to do the air intake.
Yep.
Because you got to have that on with the mass airflow sensor plugged in, unless it won't run right.
Well, sure, absolutely.
Okay,
These-
and then they who's that? Hose that gets connected to it.
So this, yep. So this stupid thing goes all the way down the edge of the.
And then
Gotta,
it hooks up.
no, gotta get it underneath your overflow hose here. Gotta get it on.
See this?
Yep, I gotta get it on the throttle body first. And then that should get in.
Just like
Why is that not going over the? That's all the way back. That should go down over top of that.
all right. That
Boy,
looks a
when it
lot
goes on,
easier.
it goes right
I know,
on.
like-
Yeah. Now we gotta tighten that down.
Get your
Yep. And there's one more little
nut
line.
driver.
Yep. That one, or this
Wait,
one,
wasn't it?
and that one. It's right there. And then this has got to hook up over here.
Yep. One's the one. There was nothing else that needed to be mounted.
And then we gotta plug in the mass airflow sensor. And this one right here needs to be. What's up?
Oh yeah, and then this one, right? I don't think I did that one, no.
What?
I didn't do this one,
No.
yeah. Okay, so, and then,
Is that a ground?
No,
No,
so
it's just a
that's
piece
it's
of-
a piece of.
rubber
Gotcha.
stuff, whatever that is.
Push that hose down into that clamp right by your hand.
Yeah, thought it. No, right,
Right.
there.
Okay.
I thought I pushed that down far enough. I guess I didn't. Oh, how about this thing here? We gotta get this.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get that spun up. Pushed it back in there. Now we have to mix some.
There we go. All right.
You guys got everything?
Think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Double check.
Nothing stuck in there. Where's the thingy?
Got the clamp.
Okay, so we got all the hoses plugged in. We got the 2 transmission lines in there with the C
Clips.
clamps. Yeah. All right, and then we got everything, all the connectors for the fans in there, and everything.
Okay, everything's hooked up.
Put back in.
All right. You can add coolant and
And
you,
then
you
we're gonna
need
add
your
coolant.
engine cover. That's
We
it.
can leave the cover off for now so we can see what's going on,
Sure.
and then we'll put it on after.
Yeah, we don't.
If you want to grab I would do one thing of Dex Cool, one thing of water, one thing of Dex Cool, one thing of water, or any combination
Well,
thereof.
once we get one of these emptied, we can take and mix. The other would do 50-50, you know,
Okay.
because the guy only knows how long it's going to take. I'm going to.
Okay.
You filming this? Okay.
You can drink on the job.
I am filming that. Do you want a funnel? Kenny's got a funnel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do
She
the.
wants a
I
funnel.
want a funnel.
Okay. Let me find.
I was perfectly fine with that one. I poured it before. This is just different. It's from AutoZone. I'm not used to pouring AutoZone coolant. Okay?
Okay.
It's a little taller than the one.
Kenny's gonna get Camille a funnel here, so I mean she.
Pour half of that in.
Don't film that part.
Hey, pour
Oh
half.
no, that
Camille, pour half of that, and we'll pour half water in it just
Okay.
to, so it's.
mixed up. That's fine.
Am I supposed to see that part?
Is that half yet? Think that's half?
Yeah, that's not
Turn that on its side, the whole gallon jug, and it'll flow smoother. Little trick.
Okay, hold up, because your tank is getting full. It's time to
Just
start.
let it.
No, it's time to start the vehicle.
Okay.
Don't hear anything leaking.
Not yet. Not until we get.
Let me know when you're ready.
You can start it.
That's water and coolant on that belt. Just let it run, and you can
It's got to run for a long time.
start adding more.
You're gonna hear that for a while, Leo.
Yeah.
That's that coolant that leaked on that one belt down there. Kenny's making some more orange pop over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just wait. We just need the thermostat to open up and start cycling. To open the thermostat to pump the coolant through the rest of the system.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we got this full. Actually, we might have got it a little over full. It's right here, but we let it run, thermostat open, but she's gonna run it and check it and make sure everything's good. But no leaks.
Do we have no leaks down here?
No leaks down here. Nothing. Everything's good.
You want me to start it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or
Go
just
ahead
put
and
this on? Okay.
put your cover on. We're gonna put the cover on and finish this
Oh,
up.
there's a way to do this.
It's like a slide.
No. See these screws right here?
Yeah.
There's two little things back there. You gotta get these in here just flipping right.
Oh, right there. You're on the. Here, hold on.
Huh? Oh, don't worry about it. Gotta get those in there just freaking right. Unless they don't. Well, they make this one tighter than. Can you see those back? Where's that light at?
Camille's like, give me my cover. I've done this before.
There you go. No, you're right.
I just want to make sure I'm not resting on anything. Okay.
There we go. And we're done. No leaks.
Wasn't a bad job.
Nope.
Actually went pretty smoothly.
Yep. Now we're just finishing cleaning up. All right, everybody, we're finished with Camille's truck. Radiator, lower radiator hose.
Yep.
She did all the work.
I did.
She did a good job.
Thank you.
Yes, she did. She always wants to be shown and taught,
Yeah.
so it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But so we got another one successfully done. I know in one of our videos we said we were here to screw shit up, but we do fix more things than we break.
Yeah.
Of course, we do break some stuff, but anyhow,
We
guys,
try to fix them to make it so they run for
a little while longer.
yeah.
A little while longer. But anyhow, you guys, if you guys did like the video, we would appreciate a subscription
And a comment.
and a like.
Yep.
And cheers.
Cheers.
From Two Drunk Brothers
Garage.
and Camille.